Thanks for watching Upfront Gwinnett, Trapped and Trafficked. I'm Deborah Tuff. For the next 4 episodes, we'll take you into the shadows of exploitation, where pain wears lipstick and trauma has no name. In this series, you'll meet victims, survivors, and the people trying to save them every single day.
I talk about the creepy uncle, and families have, oh no, just keep the kids away from the creepy uncle because he's going to say something awkward or want the kids to sit on his lap. But for every one of those, there are those that also misbehave in private, and nobody wants to call them out, or they're afraid to because it's not that bad.
She ran across the parking lot in tears, not for freedom though, but towards me. For her protection, I'll call her Maria.
What made you say I gotta do this?
I've been foster care my whole life. I got out at 16 pregnant. My grandma told me, I don't have any money for you. You're gonna have to figure it out.
But Maria wasn't alone. Over the course of 2 days, Upfront Gwinnett cameras tagged along with the Gwinnett Police Vice Unit. We'll talk about them in a later episode, but that's where I met Maria, and that's where I met Cameron. Cameron was numb, exhausted, desperate.
I was trafficked for a while, but I figured out how to make my life easier.
What stood out to me most wasn't what was said or the life they lived. It was what these young women believed was normal, survival at all costs. Everything that they've known has been transactional.
Yeah, I'm just helping mom. She's just trying to keep it all together, and I figure if they do it to me, then they're not going to touch my sister. There's a whole way of convincing yourself that what you're doing is okay.
Marina Peed runs Mosaic, Georgia, a safe space where survivors of sexual violence and trafficking are seen, heard, and believed. Like Lainey George, a survivor and now advocate.
Like typical stories, mine did start with sexual abuse. So it started with sexual abuse at the age of 3. I was in and out of foster care. And then I got out of foster care at 7. I was placed back with my birth mom, who herself had a lot of trauma from her childhood as well. But I was thrilled to be back with my mama.
As a single mom, George says her mom tried. As a dancer at a local strip club in North Carolina, the club was where they lived and where a young George was groomed and sexually abused.
These men would take care of me. They would feed me. They would say they would help me with my homework. So in my mind, it was that nurturing thing that I wanted. I don't know that I knew what was happening was wrong at the time. I think I was too young to understand at that age that this wasn't normal. I didn't want people to know about it because I was afraid if they did, they'd take me away from my mom.
Have you had situations where they go back?
Oh yeah. Most of the time they go back. Because it's what they know. You talk about the brain chemistry, they're always in a hypervigilant state. They have to be. That's how they stay alive.
You've now met Maria, Cameron, and Lainey, all trafficked in plain sight, all dismissed by a phrase said all too often. It's not that bad, but it actually is. Coming up on the next Upfront Gwinnett, Trapped and Trafficked.
It's changed over time that a lot of human trafficking does occur behind the screens of a phone. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Where there's people that are vulnerable is where predators will attack.
We go undercover with the team responsible for bringing traffickers off the streets and into custody. Until then, I'm Deborah Tuff.